I, Namara Sandra, aged 18 years, Ugandan by nationality, in East Africa, with my colleagues under the Notre Dame Outreach Association, have found out that unemployment is a challenge in our community. Brief elaboration about unemployment. Unemployment is a situation where people are not able to find jobs. Nevertheless, they are willing to work, but there's nothing to occupy their required desires in the community, of which the educated and uneducated youth are unemployed in my community. This is the injustice I'm talking about, which is unemployment in my community. First and foremost, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Notre Dame Outreach Association for giving us a chance to come out with our ideas and to be able to put ideas into action. On our peacemaking journey, we started an animal production project, which includes some piggery, small poultry, and fish. But in the future, via the peacemaking journey, we hope to expand our project, and this is how I'm going to collaborate with my colleagues to find or to come up to see the success of our project. 1. We're going to ensure that there is teamwork, set rules and regulations, have regular meetings, regular supervision, proper keeping of records, and ensure transparency amongst the members. In addition to that, the advantage that we have is that we already have land before the peacemaking project, but we hope to do more during our peacemaking journey. However, the problems that we need to overcome are inadequate funds to boost our project, animal diseases, therefore we need vaccination services, provision of better conducive shelter, installation of power to provide heat and light, purchase of more birds, pigs and fish, amongst others. Well, there is an injustice due to the fact that there was job shortage in my community, and we want to address this injustice, which is unemployment. We care because it has become a rampant phenomenon whereby the educated and uneducated youth are both idle in my community. I am so grateful to the Notre Dame Outreach Association for granting me and my colleagues chance to be able to express our ideas, and we are so happy that we've come to the end of our first tool, which is choose. Thank you so much. In association with the Peace First Challenge. Once again, we are so grateful. We now continue, and we are now on our second tool, which is understanding an injustice. Furthermore, we are still on unemployment in my community. Here, we started with the interviewing tool. Through the interviewing process, the community members viewed this injustice as follows. For example, Mr. Robert, one of the members in my community, said that the biggest percentage of the youth in my community are unemployed. It is such a pity that these are the most energetic category of the people, and yet they are the ones doing nothing. Thus, a challenge, and this has led to low production. Generally, most youth have ideas on how to overcome the injustice, but they are helpless and have no means on how to address this unemployment. When we come to the problems and solution trees tool, We strongly believe that the root causes of the above injustice are poor education system in my community, which trains people to become job seekers other than job creators. Next is the poor family background, whereby most people in my community still believe in the African traditional society, thus denying the youth of today chance to come up with their ideas. Third is that the youth minimize jobs, whereby they need white-collar jobs and neglect the manual jobs. Insecurity also affects these people and it keeps them on the run, hence they can't concentrate on their work. There is also favoritism as one of the root causes of the injustice, where people employ people of the same tribe, culture, language, and the rest. Yet we need to work together as a team. We need to work together as one people for the well-being of our community. There is also advanced technology, which involves the use of machines, for example, tractors. And yet most people in my community do not know how to use these machines. Therefore, they are left lagging behind. When we imagine the future, and now we are on the future tool, imagining the future tool. I imagine the future to be a progress, and I believe the youth in my community will get jobs. However, the obstacles include lack of enough funds, price fluctuations, conflicts in the community, amongst others. Compassionate and insights tool. I can, however, show compassion for those experiencing an injustice by encouraging people to be more creative and innovative, thus job creators other than job seekers, to enable them expose their ideas towards addressing unemployment in my community, of which both the educated and non-educated will benefit, and they will be occupied and get something to do in their peacemaking journey. I am so thankful, together with my teammates, that we have come to the end of our second tool, which is understand.